This recipe is celebrating the humble tomato. We're going to drag so much flavour out of that, you will not believe it.
And the stage for our beautiful roasted tomato is a simple yet stunning Uzi risotto.
It's going to be elegant, classy and delicious, and it all starts with the tomatoes in a snug fitting pan. So when you roast tomatoes in a snug fitting pan, not only are you concentrating the flavour, but you're also creating this incredible clear consommé, like broth, and that is a game changer. I'm going to make this for 6, so simply remove the tomatoes from the stalk, and then we want to be big and bold about flavours. So I'm going to cook a whole bulb of garlic, and by cooking the garlic in its skin, it makes it a gentle flavouring for the tomato, so it's going to be absolutely beautiful. Now we need to do some basic seasoning with some olive oil, pepper and salt, and then I'm going to use thyme. Leave it on the stalk, don't pick it. This flavour will set the scene for one of the most incredible, elegant risottos you've ever had. Let the oven do all the hard work. I'm going to whack it in there for 1 hour at 180 degrees Celsius, which is 350 Fahrenheit. Now I want to show you the principles of a perfect risotto. So this risotto is going to start, as usual, with a nice little lug of olive oil and a knob of butter. And we want to make this sofrito. Now the sofrito is the base to so many risottos, soups and stews in Italy, and it's really, really important. Now normally it's onion and celery, but today we're going to do onion and fennel. And I think fennel is a brilliant and completely underrated veggie, and you get the benefit of this bulb, which is incredibly tasty. It's got that nice kind of fresh, cucumbery, sort of aniseed sort of flavour, which is lovely. But the herbs, they're amazing for garnishes as well. So what I'm going to do is just cut the tops off, and I'm going to save the herbs for garnish. And then don't throw away these stalky parts, right? There's loads of flavour in that. Pack this up, and then I'll add this to the stalks of the tomatoes here, and I can use these flavours to embellish the stock. Now, I've got a nice veggie stock, but what I can do is kind of add things to really bring out maximum flavour.
As the stock simmers, crack on with the sofrito by finely slicing 1 onion and the bulb of fennel.
Fennel in the base of a risotto is absolutely fantastic, and when it cooks down, it sort of goes sweet and really, really gorgeous.
Add to the butter and oil in a high-sided pan, and when it's soft, go in with 450 grams of arborio risotto rice.
And just kind of toast it off for like 2 minutes. And it'll almost go like translucent and suck up the flavour. But also it gets the rice hot and ready to receive some alcohol. And the alcohol I'm going to use is vermouth. Just a nice lug, about 150 mils. It's packed with so many different aromatic herbs, and it's amazing with this risotto.
Once the alcohol's cooked off, begin the risotto ritual of slowly adding the stock.
1 ladle at a time, and I'll do a little figure of 8.
Stir until absorbed, then go in with the next.
The little lines that follow the rice, and that's the beautiful starchiness. That's what we want to get.
Continue adding until all the stock has been soaked up. Turn off the heat and add 80 grams of freshly grated Parmesan cheese.
It's not vegetarian, but you can get vegetarian alternatives. So at this stage, Uzi is the word that we're looking for. Can you see that? That's what we want. Just put a little last knob of butter in there and just beat it in. We'll have a little taste. You can adjust the seasoning, and then now the lid goes on top and let it relax for about 2 minutes. Very important. And then that is the perfect bed for this, the roasted tomatoes. And these tomatoes smell absolutely gorgeous. At the bottom, we have this most amazing natural kind of consommé, and that is absolute sunshine in a spoon. Then we've got the garlic, and if you take off one of these and just squeeze it, you get these creamy, very mild, beautiful garlics. So blooming gorgeous. So right, enough talking, let's plate up. Look at that. Elegant, cheesy, fennel goodness. Then we're going to take this amazing tomato and then this beautiful, clear broth, garlic. And don't forget, you've got those fennel herbs. Right, let's get amongst it. The sweetness that you get out of that tomato from roasting it just makes all the difference. Every time you take a little spoon, it kind of fills up with the stock, so it's constantly making it silky and oozy. So fresh, and it just feels full of life. What a beautiful plate of food. Time for something a little bit different. We're going to do roasted new potato salad with quick, delicious, tangy pickles.
This is my totally surprising take on a pickle. With the crispiest roast new potatoes. It's a killer combo.
It's a really nice thing. So here I've got 1.2 kilos of new potatoes. They've been boiling for 20 minutes. I'm going to drain those. It's all about getting some amazing flavours going with these spuds. So we're going to leave the skin on. They'll go crispy. Give that a little olive oil. Get yourself 6 cloves of garlic. Season with some salt and pepper. Toss it all up. Get those spuds in an oven at 200 degrees Celsius, which is 400 Fahrenheit.
Cook them for 40 minutes, but halfway through, we're going to ramp up the flavour and texture.
Just a little fine grating of lemon zest just makes all the difference. It's a really lively flavour. Then I want a herb. I'm going to use rosemary. So 2 sprigs. What we can do is amplify crispiness by adding some flour, which might sound a little bit strange, but it works an absolute treat, and it will make a massive, massive difference. Now, along with that, we're going to squash the potatoes. Toss up like that. Now, this is a really important little trick because it gives the spud maximum surface area on the tray to get crispy. Perfect roasted new potatoes coming in about 20 more minutes. So while those cook in the oven, let's make this quick pickle.
All you need is 2 tablespoons of red wine vinegar, season with salt and pepper as you like it, and squeeze in the juice of half a lemon.
Blending lemon juice and vinegar is delicious.
Finish it off with a teaspoon of whole grain mustard.
So that is our very quick pickling liquor.
For the crunchy veg combo, we're going cucumber, radish, and speed-peeled carrots.
Super thin, and that pickle liquor will just get in there straight away. I've got the radishes that are going into quarters and eighths. With the cucumber, I love getting a fork and dragging it hard. It will look very cool. Slice it up. I only need half a red onion. Just sprinkle on top and give this a nice little massage to let all those incredible vinegary flavours get in there. It gets to work straight away, softening those veggies.
Chop half a bunch of dill and mint.
Kind of chunky, and almost treat the herbs a bit like a salad leaf. It's a thing of beauty. That, on those beautiful hot roast potatoes, is going to be amazing. Look at that. You can hear the crispy. Come on, boys, all join in. Hot roasted potatoes on a platter. Get your pickle right in the middle. And then to finish it off, just a little bit of feta cheese, just crumbled over the top. Look at that. It's a salad, but definitely not as you know it. A little bit of everything on there, and let's have a go. What's really nice is the potatoes are outrageously hot, too hot in a way, but the pickles kind of relieve it and cool it down. You have to trust me. It's a salad full of surprise. You've got crunch, you've got beauty, hot, cold. It's a real winner. So I absolutely love giving veggies the same care and attention that you would a beautiful cut of meat.
This incredible meat-free pot roast is so full of flavour, it puts the humble cauliflower centre stage.
So we're going to get 2 tablespoons of olive oil. The pan's currently cold. And then get yourself a speed peeler. I've got a lemon. Just take long bits of the yellow peel into the oil. And as the heat comes up, you're going to get just an amazing flavour that comes out, but the texture will change as well. We're going to go big and bold with the garlic. We're going to use a whole bulb of garlic. And when we long cook it like this, inside there will be sweet and delicate and beautifully perfumed. So the garlic goes in onto a kind of medium-high heat.
Grab and destone 10 olives and add it to the pot.
They act like seasoning, so you're going to get more flavour than ever. The herb I'm going to use is oregano. Run your fingers down. It smells incredible. Now, get 2 red onions. I'm just going to simply cut those into quarters. Just take them apart, like little petals. Stir those through, look at that. Just beautiful colours and flavours happening there.
And to add even more flavour, slice up 300 grams of new potatoes, quarter up 10 large tomatoes, season with salt and pepper, and top up with 500 millilitres of water, then bring to the boil.
And then that's going to be the most amazing welcoming party to that, the humble cauliflower. One of the cheapest veggies you can get, but this is designed to carry flavours. Like the shape of it inside will hold on to sauce. So this, my friends, will now go into there. But what I do want to do is a little trick here. Let me just show you. Carefully put the tip of my knife into that stalk in a little cross. And that will allow heat and moisture into that, and it's going to cook perfectly. And then we just nestle it. Squeeze it, push it right to the bottom. Little drizzle of olive oil just to protect those leaves, and they'll go crisp and golden and gorgeous. So I'm going to cook this now in the oven. The oven's at 200 degrees Celsius, which is 400 Fahrenheit. The lid goes on for half of the cooking. So the first half of cooking is steaming.
So let the collie cook away for 30 minutes, then it's all about intensifying the flavour.
Time to give the collie a good basting, just like a cut of meat. You can see everything's started to cook down. So we take those juices, and then we can get those fantastic fragrant ingredients like the olives, the garlic, the lemon, the oregano. All of that is going to seep right into the heart of that collie, and you wait. It's going to be absolutely beautiful.
So back in the oven for another 30 minutes until cooked to perfection.
Amazing, look at that. Come on. So you can see we've got colour on that cauliflower. There she is, in all her beauty.
While the collie rests, toss some charred, frozen broad beans and peas into the pan and cook for 5 minutes to supercharge the stew with even more veg.
Look at the colour. Get the spoon in there and scrape the bottom of the pan. You've got sticky bits. This is all flavour. Then we can take out our little friend, Mr. Garlic, and then inside there is just the most amazing flavour. And just mash it all up, and then when you get that and put it into that, we've got this beautiful, gorgeous thing. Right, spoon that in and around the cauliflower, and then a squeeze of lemon just to kind of bring everything to life. That is a celebration of cauliflower. Glass of wine. Let's get some of this nice stew on the bottom. And get in there. Look at that. The flavour is extraordinary. Earning the stripes on flavour, you know, really just giving it that TLC, just as you would a cut of meat. A really tasty, scrumptious dinner.